The laugh came first. Sharp, unfiltered, too loud for the room. We were standing in my kitchen, the lights low, the hum of the refrigerator filling the spaces between us. My wife's sister leaned against the counter like she owned it, wine on her breath, contempt on her tongue. She said it like a verdict. Your wife built everything by herself, not like you, a leech. I watched her mouth form the word. Leech. Something cold slid into place behind my eyes. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't smile. Then I'll stop paying your bills, I said. Let her bankroll your life. The room changed temperature. Her laughter died mid-breath. Her eyes widened. Her fingers tightened around the glass. Silence stretched until it hurt. She swallowed, leaned forward. What bills? She whispered. That was the moment. Not when she insulted me. Not when she laughed. But when she didn't know. I had suspected something long before that night. It starts that way, quiet, almost polite. Numbers that don't add up. Transfers labeled asterisk, miscellaneous asterisk. Late-night work calls that end with a smile she never used on me. My wife always said she handled the finances better. I let her believe that. Trust is efficient. Until it's weaponized. Her sister showed up more often, new phone, better clothes, a car upgrade she brushed off as a good deal. I watched it all with the calm of a man cataloging evidence he hopes he'll never need. I told myself I was wrong. That marriage requires blindness. But the bank statements kept blinking at me in the dark. Joint accounts. My income. Her signatures. And always the same destination. Her sister. I didn't confront. I didn't accuse. I learned instead. I became careful. Silent. I pulled records during lunch breaks. Screenshotted timestamps at 3 a.m. Mapped the flow like a river of betrayal. Rent. Utilities. Credit cards in someone else's name paid by us. By me. I watched my wife move through the house, humming, touching my shoulder in passing like it was affection and not maintenance. I listened to her talk about independence while spending my labor like pocket change. At night, I stared at the ceiling and felt something old harden inside my chest. Not rage. Resolve. I hired a forensic accountant under the guise of tax planning. I let him speak in numbers and certainty. He didn't ask why my hands were shaking. I watched my wife's sister post vacations I paid for. I watched my wife like a chessboard slowly revealing its traps. Still no confrontation. I wanted the truth complete. Clean. The report arrived on a Tuesday. 27 pages. Every transfer. Every lie. I laid it on the dining table that night, didn't say a word. My wife flipped through it slowly, her face drained in stages, confusion, recognition, panic. I can explain, she said. I nodded. I already knew. She cried, quiet at first, then loud, told me it was temporary, that her sister needed help, that I wouldn't understand because I never struggled. I watched her unravel with the calm of someone watching a storm from behind glass. She asked if I hated her. I told her the truth. No, I said, I don't feel anything. That scared her more. Which brings us back to the kitchen. To the laugh. To the silence. My wife's sister stared at me now, realization dawning too late. My wife stood frozen behind her, already understanding the damage. You didn't know, I said softly, that's the best part. I listed the bills. One by one. Her rent. Her phone. Her credit cards. Her car. Paid by me. Her knees buckled. My wife reached out. I stepped back. I'm done, I said, with all of it. I canceled the transfers that night, closed the accounts, filed the paperwork. My wife begged, her sister cried. I slept like a man who had buried something dead. I moved out a week later. No screaming. No forgiveness. Just signatures. Now I wake up alone. Calm. Clean. They lost more than money. They lost the illusion. I didn't destroy them. I just stopped feeding them. And some things can't survive that.